Alright. Well, okay. Decided to talk about a couple of things. I do appreciate all the feedback in the last video I did. You guys did try to give me something to talk about, but guys, when I was saying that I wanted to know what you guys wanted to hear about, I was talking about stuff that was more recent and, current, not stuff that was like stuff that I have been ranting on in the past, or stuff that I had frankly said that I really didn't want to touch, I mean, I do appreciate the feedback, don't get me wrong, and I'm glad that you guys do like what I've been doing so far. It's just, I do kind of want to, expand. And so I decided, I picked a couple things I guess I'm going to talk about right now. The first one being, I actually had a video that was supposed to be up today. I had recorded a conversation with two other people on Skype, and it was beautiful. It went almost perfectly. It went just the way we wanted it to. Had everything I needed in order to make it work. And then two things happened. Number one, tried to play back the audio to edit it, and recorded everyone but me for some reason. and then I don't know what happened, but I had a file dump, and every image that I had to go along with what I had said is gone. I do have the means of recreating every single one of them in some way, shape, or form, but that would take just so long, and that's really got me upset. So it might be a while before I'm able to actually do that one again. Oh well, bygones are bygones. Number two. I normally don't like to draw attention to these people, but I have to. There is actually someone who did a rant on me, and I'm going to give you guys the link. It is hilarious. It was on me and a couple other people, one of which he mentions in the title, but then never actually talks about in the video. Apparently fear of backlash or something, I don't know. But that's beside the point. See, he goes on this rant about how I pretty clearly had no childhood because I talked crap about nostalgia. I'm going to lay this out again because I say it right in the video many times, and people just, it really seems to go over their head. I never once said that you can't enjoy things that came out back then. I never said that. I have stuff that I had from when I was a kid that I play because memories, because whatever. I got stuff that I still watch from them for memory's sake. I just don't hold the illusion that it's better than anything that ever comes out today, because it's not. There's some stuff that I enjoyed as a kid that is as bad as the stuff that I see now, and I think, why the heck do they think kids would watch that? And how do I know that? Because I went back and I watched it expecting, and yeah, sure, it brought back memories, and that's why I can still watch it. But when I sat there and I watched it, expecting this greatness that I experienced as a kid, I didn't get it. I got something that really isn't too much different than is what's on TV today, just in a different time period. That's about it. I do enjoy the fact that a lot of stuff was more hand-drawn back then as opposed to today. That's cool, but that's an art style preference, and it really doesn't affect the overall quality of a show. If a show is good, a show is good. It doesn't really matter if it's hand-drawn or digital. But that's beside the point. Some people actually like digital animation more than hand-drawn animation. I'm not going to go into the reasons why. I think sometimes they have stupid reasons for preferring it, but they do. They prefer it. But I'm not going to let a stylistic preference or anything like that influence my opinion on overall quality. It's a tiny little thing. That said, there is stuff that, like I said, came out back then that is really good and a lot better than most of what comes out today. But there is stuff that comes out today that is good and frankly on par at times with stuff that was out back then. To say that everything sucks by default just because it came out after a certain time is incredibly stupid and childish, and shows that people really have not matured as much as they think they have. I know people who actually, you know what, we think what we had when we were kids was the best. My mom, actually, when I was a kid, talked about how the shows that I watch really aren't nothing compared to what she used to watch as a kid. They used to have, such better shows, they were, all stuff like that, I mean, like the people who grew up in like the 50s and 60s and whatnot and grew up with like classic Looney Tunes or classic Disney cartoons, you know. We had those too, and for some reason we like to lump those in with ours, but really they weren't. There was something from even further back that our parents grew up with. And to them, that was the best, and everything that came out after that was crap. Why? Because you're attached to it by memory's sake. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually better. It means your memories of it are much more fond, and that does affect your judgment. If you can see past that, that's not necessarily the case. No, yes, I'm not saying no, current Disney is on par with everything Disney used to do back in the day. No. Disney is one company where, frankly, everything they are putting out now is garbage in terms of their television. It is. But, you know, there was stuff that came out after, you know, classic Disney, like even stuff that ran into, like, 2005, like Kim Possible, That's So Raven, shows like that. They were good. You know, they were good shows. And they came out after the supposed cutoff date even for good shows. But why don't we, you know, why aren't we dissing those? Why? Because they were good shows. You know? Think, please. I still do watch the old Power Rangers show sometimes. It's corny as hell, and I'm not going to say that it's, you know, awesome, the best show ever. No, but it's good for kids, yeah, and it is. You know, I got a lot of memories attached to it that are good memories. So, in that respect, yes, I do still enjoy it, but I don't think it's that good. I can actually watch things and enjoy them that I don't think are terribly good, whether it's because I think it's just, you know, a stupid escapist thing, because whether or not I think that it's now there is some stuff though that frankly is just so goddamn bad that I can't even. It just angers you to look at it. Twilight. But no, seriously, there is just some stuff that, you know, I can enjoy. If people try to attack it, I'm really not going to defend it. Maybe a little bit if I think it's an unfair attack, but, you know, no, it's not really a good movie. Example, the Super Mario Brothers movie. I like that movie because, you know, as a kid I watched it a bit, and you know, I thought it was just cool when I was little to see Mario and Luigi on the screen, and that did affect my judgment. You know, I was a kid. Now when I look at it, it's like, what the heck were they thinking? Of course, when I look at it, I can also see there were some things where they did try more than some people give them credit for in order to be, you know, an accurate depiction of Mario, but still, you know, I mean, I can say I enjoy watching something, but I'm not going to defend its quality as being stellar just because I, you know, can watch it and have fun. Another example is the movie Sahara. That movie is, you know, kind of, I don't want to say half-assed. It's just kind of haphazard. It takes a while to get to where it's going and everything. But it is an enjoyable ride, even if it's kind of an awkward one. And I find it funny, you know, throughout the movie. So I can watch that movie and not have a problem, but a lot of people hate that movie. And I'm not going to say they, you know, have to like it. It's stuff like that, you know. I mean, I even still watch some of the old DBZ movies just because memory's sake, you know. I don't necessarily think they're as good as I used to. Some of them I outright can't stand now, I'm not going to lie. But I didn't really like them as a kid either. But, you know, that's that. So I really don't know why people seem to think that I'm bashing things just for the sake of bashing things. I don't know. And apparently, though, the thing that bugs me the most, about this video is that supposedly I'm just sitting here mooching off people while I blow money that I could be spending on rent for an apartment or whatnot on super expensive collectibles. Yeah. Let's take a look at what I own, shall we? Everything you see on this shelf more or less cost $100 total. And that's everything there. Everything you see here cost about $125 total.
I bought these and this all at once, but it was with money I saved up over a year. This I actually spaced out by about a month. I got half one month, half the other. And it cost about $100 total because I got almost all of them used. Because I am broke like that. Okay. Alright, here on the other side of my room, I'm pretty sure these are my super expensive collectibles. I've been collecting these since about 2007-8. Most of these are bought and used or from GameFly. You know, there's about 4 games that are on the shelf, or aren't on the shelf, that are in my suitcase right now. These, for the most part, were gifts over here. These I did buy myself, except for Part 5, which was a gift because I, lost the ability to even buy those, or couldn't keep up anyways. This is, these here, most of them were gifts. Pretty much all the Jackie Chan movies you see here are gifts. Or they were bought out of the $5 bin, various acquisitions here. And, these aren't that expensive. These down here, even less so. I mean, we got, what do we got here? Dragon Ball Z Volume 1, a couple Pokemon games, Legend of Dragoon, Digimon 1 and 3, Sid Meier's Pirates, my old Game Shark that I've had for years. That's about it.
Where are these super expensive collectibles? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know. This is what I mean. And seriously, I really want to know, what are these super expensive collectibles I'm supposed to be blowing my money on? I've asked the guy who made the video like 30 times to tell me what I have that's supposedly some kind of expensive collectible, and he just flat out will not reply to me at all. So apparently he just wants to slander me in that respect. I don't even know. But there's that. At any rate, yeah, I don't know. I just find that video funny because apparently people can't understand what it is I say. And in terms of my attitude, I'm sorry if I come up as a douche. I am, but I'm blunt. I speak what's on my mind. I don't believe in putting the filter on in that respect. In fact, even sometimes, though, I still do. You'd be surprised some of the things I've held back on. Oh yeah, another complaint. I bashed on The Dark Knight Rises, and I clearly have only seen the movie. Yeah, I can cite specific examples from the movie that I've only seen it once, but I can give you the specifics. I'm not even going to touch on how stupid that statement was. It literally boils down to he liked the movie, and because I didn't like it, I clearly didn't even see it once, or if I saw it, I didn't remember it well, and I just need to watch it a few more times to fix it. If you have to watch a movie multiple times to even supposedly understand it, it's not a very well done film. And I know people are going to say, well, what about art films? No. Artistic films are films that are, well, let's take a look at Nolan's own work, for example. Inception. That is a movie where the ending is open, and you can discuss, what your interpretation of how it ended is. But you get it, so to speak, in terms of overall what it's supposed to be, and it does leave an impact on you as to what actually happened. This, you have to supposedly watch it multiple times to even understand details that are in the plot. That's not a good movie. And I have watched it multiple times, and I still don't get it. Because it's not there. These explanations, they're not there. They're all half-assed, cooked up by fanboys to cover up for Nolan's ass. Oh, by the way, if you read the interview he gave IGN about why he ended it the way he ended it, not only does it prove that he actually does not even know what the heck he was doing with his last movie, because he clearly did not do what he is saying he set out to do. It's like he completely ignored The Dark Knight altogether. But it also shows that he has a fundamental lack of understanding of Batman in general. Yeah. he doesn't think that he made a different version of Batman. He thinks he really captured the essence of what makes Batman Batman. I'm not even kidding. Read his words. It's hilarious. Oh my god. But in that respect, just go watch that video and laugh. That's all I can say. I don't care. Like it, dislike it, secretly favorite it, repost it, agree with it. I don't care. Just wow, I found it hilarious, and that whole unbased, expensive collectibles. That is awesome. But there is one other thing I want to talk about, and that's people keep asking me to talk a little bit more about Toonami, and that guy's video also has a little bit to do with Toonami, and something that a friend of mine went through has something to do with Toonami, and you know what? I'm just going to come right out and say it. What the hell?